Hello, Chava Willig Levy here with this week's final installment of There's Good and Then There's Great. As promised last time, this episode will culminate with a stupendous performance by James Taylor. But prior to that, you'll actually be hearing two additional renditions of the same song. Now, that might push this particular podcast past the 10-minute mark, but I hope you'll agree that hearing 3 songs instead of 2 this time around will have been worth your while. The song in question is Here Comes the Sun. First up, of course, is the fantastic original recording by the Beatles.
Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Sun, 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 Little darling, I feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Here comes the sun, doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun. It's alright. It's alright.
Now, some of you die-hard Beatles fans might take umbrage at my impudence for suggesting that there are Here Comes the Sun renditions that outshine that of the Beatles, but I've come across 2 recordings that, in my opinion, do just that. Please listen to Here Comes the Sun, performed by Paul Simon, accompanied by David Crosby and Graham Nash of the legendary Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little
Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, the smile's returning to the faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here it comes. 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 Little darling, I feel the ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright.
That was for George.
Finally, here is my favorite version of Here Comes the Sun, performed by two musical giants, James Taylor and cellist Yo-Yo Ma. See if you can detect what makes this rendition unique.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, I say it's alright. Sun, 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 here he comes. Sun, 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 here he comes. Oh, sun, 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 here he comes. Little darling, I feel the ice slowly melting. Little darling, seems like years since it's been clear. Here comes the sun, here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. It's alright. It's alright.
Look, I gotta be honest, I'm not a musicologist, but the moment that I heard James Taylor's performance, I knew that he had worked some musical magic, some kind of subtle syncopation. Here's how Yo-Yo Ma describes it.
I think the 3/4 time, I think, is one of his individual contributions of saying, let's hear it in that way.
You may be wondering, how does James Taylor's 3/4 time differ from the original Beatles tempo? I invite you to listen to a snippet from the Beatles rendition, followed by James Taylor's performance of the same words.
Darling, the smiles returning to the faces.
Little darling, smiles returning to their faces.
Okay, that wraps up this week's final installment of Breathtaking. Please know that in the coming weeks, I plan to revisit the subject of there's good and then there's great. So if any of my musings this week have motivated you to identify a pair of performances, one good and one great, that you'd like me to feature, please drop me a line at breathtaking.podcast@gmail.com. Signing off for now with a song in my heart.